Oh. Oh! Alright, what is this gonna say? What is she gonna say? Ollie was honored to join Michi. Oh, never mind. She's honored? Oh.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit because I don't think I've talked about Michi's 3D showcase. I was I was so happy that I got invited. Like,
Oh.
gimana ya? So, you know, I've been invited to quite a lot of 3D birthday streams or like I was a guest in quite a lot of other streams, celebratory streams, whatnot. But being a guest at Michi's 3D showcase, it felt so special. It felt so personal because you gotta remember, it's her 3D debut. The focus is supposed to be on her.
What is bro yapping about?
She decided to invite me.
What the fuck is bro yapping about?
I became one of the performers that performed in her 3D showcase, and it was such an honor. Like, this might sound cheesy, and she might be watching this later. This might get clipped, and she'd be like, what is this girl talking about? She might...
Shit, she read me like a book. Charay going, oh goddamn. She got you good. That was word per word. What I said. Remember I told you guys, B and Ollie, we're like married couples, alright? The fact that she could call me out like this word per word means I have done this so many times before. Every time Ollie would get sentimental and shit, I'm always like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is bro yapping about, you freak? I say that all the time.
Be cringing at my own words, but I really had so much fun with her 3D showcase.
Okay.
Because I felt like I was a lot more involved. Like, she kept on asking on what be better.
I can't say nothing.
Like,
she's gonna call me out.
She kept on asking what we can do to elevate our performance.
I don't want to say nothing no more.
Like, oh my god,
I'm an
Ollie,
NPC.
maybe we should like have a conversation during this part of the song, and I'd be like, yeah. How about we do this, and this? And then she'd be like, yeah, we could do that. Or you could scream over here maybe, and I'd be like, whoa, that's so cool. I felt a lot more included. You know, there's a lot of inclusivity when it comes to the production of her 3D debut. And she values my opinions a lot, which, you know, other than you guys, I don't think anyone has ever looked up to me or asked me about so many inputs. Yeah, she kept she asked about my inputs, she asked for my opinions, and it felt nice, you know.
Oh, what the fuck? Aside from her calling me out, what the fuck? I did no such thing, bro. Next time, I'm gonna be like, fuck you. I don't want to hear what you have to say. No, but Ollie is so sweet. What the fuck? What the flippin' flip? Get up here, dirt. I'm gonna ask her no more. She called me out. I hate it.
Oshi. She called Michi out word for word. Best zombie idols. That includes our duck here.
No, to be fair though, every time we hang out, there would be times where Ollie get randomly sentimental, and I would say word per word, what is this girl yapping about? Like, she's like, I'm so proud of you and everything you went through. You know what I told Ollie when Deja Vu was being made, right? So there was one part of Deja Vu where I was writing the lyrics. Because again, we didn't write the lyrics. We touched it up though. The original lyrics of Deja Vu felt like it was like, it had like slight romantic connotations, right? It's not about romance, but there were parts where it feels like we're talking about a specific person and not really about like a generalized experience. So me and Kuro did end up just touching some words out. And during one of it is the end where it's like the darkest parts of light and right on my name. That part, we were touching that up. I don't remember the original lyrics, but it was a bit more different. And as I was writing it, I didn't know what the fuck to change it to. And I remember one of the lyrics that I thought of was like the scars on me prove I've gone through the darkest parts of life. That, I was like, how the fuck, what do I write to kind of have that flow going? And I thought about darkest parts of life. And I thought that was cringy as shit. I'm gonna be so honest. Let me see if I can find the original lyrics actually. Me writing darkest parts of life made me like, oh god. I asked Ollie, I was like, hey, what would you feel if you listen to a song and one of the lyrics of the song literally says like darkest parts of life and shit like that, right? And then Ollie was like, I don't mind it. And I literally said like, what the fuck did I experience anyway? Oh, so the original lyrics was scars on me prove I'm done now. Through the darkest parts now light was the original lyrics. That I was like, that's cool and all, but what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, what does that really mean in the connotation of the whole song? Because for the OG, the lyrics made sense, but now we're making the song kind of feel like a reminiscing kind of a thing. So if I kept that lyric on, it would feel like, so am I better now? But then Kuro jumps in being like, like still sometimes I hear it call. So it's kind of like, now I'm better, but I don't know. Yeah, it's like missing context, right? If we changed everything. So I changed it to something edgy. And I remember being like, bro, what the fuck did I go through? Like, I don't feel like I'm qualified to say that I've experienced bad shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think everyone experienced bad shit. But if I say like the darkest parts of life, like, I feel like I'm not that qualified. You know, like, yeah, I've had my fair share of shit, but that's just way too exaggerate-y. And Ollie decided to be so sentimental. Ollie was like, girl, you went through a lot, okay? You went through this and you went through that. And the fact that you're still here, but like she went so sentimental on me. She's like, you went through so much. And now that you're finally here, blah, blah, blah. I'm honestly, every time I think about it, I'm just so happy you're still blah, 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 blah. And after she went on her essay,
Thanks,
I sat there.
For the 9 weeks up.
I sat there and I was like, what is bro yapping about? I was like, girl, what the fuck are you saying right now? Dead ass. And then she's like, okay, well, fuck you. And then ever since then, she just, every time I brings it up, she just laughs. But ever since then, she just stops doing it. So I'm like, bro, I appreciate it though. I really do, but I don't know why. My first instinct is always me going like, what is bro yapping about? She called me out word for word. That is insane. Am I just that much of a fucking NPC?